Happy Pi Day. So it's the 14th of March, and to celebrate, I've written up a series of questions that honour our favourite symbol, our favourite number, pi, 3.14159. So here's the first question of the series. I'll try and make as many of these as I can, but let's get stuck into question one. So this is for A-level Maths Year 2, but if you're in Year 1, you can still do this as long as you know radians. It's a bit harder to make questions that involve pi unless you use radians with these trig ones. Anyway, let's have a go at this one. So solve for theta between 0 and 2 pi, where theta is measured in radians. The equation 2 cos squared theta equals sine squared theta plus 6 sine theta plus 2. So because we've got coses and sines, and because you can see this one's not squared, what we're going to do is we're going to use this identity, cos squared theta plus sine squared theta equals 1. And then what we can do, this allows us to say, so we can say that cos squared theta is equal to 1 minus sine squared theta. And you can sub that in, you can get everything in terms of the same trig function. Just where this identity comes from, so if you make a little right angle triangle with hypotenuse 1, then the opposite of the angle, that would be sine theta, that would be cos theta. And then using Pythagoras' theorem, cos squared plus sine squared. So cos squared theta plus sine squared theta equal to 1 squared, so that's where that identity comes from. So we're going to sub that in there. So we use brackets. So this means that 2 lots of 1 minus sine squared theta is equal to sine squared theta plus 6 sine theta plus 2. So multiply out brackets, 2 minus 2 sine squared theta equals sine squared theta plus 6 sine theta plus 2. So if we bring it all over, make it equal to 0, make it a little quadratic. So if I add the 2 sine squared over, and we've got 2 on both sides, so we subtract the 2, that will cancel out. So we're going to end up with 3 sine squared theta plus 6 sine theta. And that is going to be equal to 0. So we can factor out a 3. We can factor out a sine theta. And so we're going to get sine theta plus 2 in our bracket. So this means then that sine theta would be equal to 0, or sine theta would be equal to negative 2. Now sine theta, we know the range of it goes between 1 and negative 1. Sine theta cannot be equal to negative 2. So basically we'll get no solutions for this one. So we just need to solve sine theta equals 0 in our range from 0 to 2 pi. Now if we think about our graph of sine theta between 0 and 2 pi in radians, let's go through the origin. That's the whole thing. So the only place it equals 0 are at the origin, at pi, and at 2 pi. However, if you look at the range of the question, we cannot have 0 and 2 pi. So the only solution we can have is pi. And what a coincidence that this question on Pi Day happened to be pi. I am shocked. So I hope you enjoyed the question. Why don't you have a go at the second one for Pi Day, if you're up for it.